What is up, guys? It's your boy Gage, Horne, and today I'm bringing you guys an awesome, amazing video for you guys today. If you guys have not seen the shirt, there you go. It says Weekend all the way down it. My boy Orion designed it. He designs t-shirts. It's like what he plans to do with his life, and he just loves it. You guys know Orion. He's been on my vlog channel forever. He's just best friend, you know. He's all over, and this is the t-shirts he does, and I buy a couple of t-shirts from him every once in a while. Anyways, moving on. What is up, guys? It's your boy Gage, Horne, and I love you all so freaking much. And so in this awesome high school stories, well, I was wearing Orion's shirt, so I thought I would say this story, and he was like the first person I kind of told or whatever, and I just kind of think of him every time I kind of think about the story because like he was the kind of there for it. So, anyways, jumping on, this story is pretty much about haters. It really is. So, let's just say I would like to say last summer. I can't say how long ago exactly, but last summer, summer before senior year. You know, I got this blue truck so I can do my lawn mowing business. As if most of you know, I mow lawns too. I've been saving this summer. Like last summer, I kind of blew a lot of the money, but this summer I'm really going. Like I already planned out like step by step stuff of how much money. Like I'm saving like 90% of all my profit for college and stuff like that, and it was like 92 point something. Like I was being exact, like I was getting my numbers exactly right. Like I'm so ready and prepared to get money for college. It's not even funny. But anyways, like all my money's gonna go towards that. And so anyways, yeah, so that's like my lawn mowing business. But jumping back, one day I was mowing a lawn, and so I you know, so of course, you know, I have all my stuff in the back of my truck, and that's why I got the truck in the first taste. Oh, the first taste is amazing. No, for the first place, in the first place I got the truck so I can carry the tools. So I pull up with my truck on this lawn, or not on the lawn, but outside, and I start taking off the lawnmower and pushing it up the lawn or whatever, and I get all my tools out, and after I get everything out, I kind of lay it out on the grass and stuff so I can have everything ready and whenever I need it. So, and then I go in the backyard, because I don't know why, but I tend to mow the back before the front for some odd reason. I don't know why, I just do that. So, anyways, when I was doing that, this is the crazy part, and I mow the back, and I was like, oh, hey, you know, and I forgot my headphones. I started mowing the lawn, and I was like, I won't get my headphones, it's alright. And I start mowing the lawn, I get about halfway through, I'm like, oh, I want my headphones. So, I turn off the lawnmower, and I run back out to the front, and you know, I reach in the truck, and I was trying to grab my headphones, and then I look over, and I look because my headphones are on the seat, and all I do is look up, and I don't even know how I didn't notice it running to the truck, but when I look up, there was glass everywhere, like all over the seat, the dashboard, the ground. There was just glass everywhere. I don't even know how I didn't notice it just by like looking through the window, but right when I reached for the headphones, that's when I like, what? And I look over in the back. Because my truck is just like, it has a little cab where, you know, it has 3 seats and it's just a little cab. The whole back of the window was busted, like broke open. And, you know, and I was like, what is going on here? And I'm freaking out, like, what the f... And I'm freaking out, I'm like, oh my god, my mom's gonna kill me. Because the first thing I thought was it was me. I must have been when I was getting out the lawnmower, I hit it or something. But like, I kept thinking, like, what? How did I not notice this? How could I have broke this window and not noticed it broken? You know, and I didn't have my headphones in the whole time, or you know, that's because I could have been like, oh, maybe I broke it and I just didn't hear it because my headphones were in. But I would have known that feeling of hitting something really hard and that sound of crashing and stuff like that. But you know, I ran inside, or I obviously I had nothing to do. I sat out there for like 25 minutes. I called a couple of people, and they're like, just bring it home after you've done mowing the lawn, we'll figure it out. And thank God it was the last lawn of the day too. So I finished mowing up the lawn. I'm thinking, I'm like freaking out. I'm trying to hurry, and I did a kind of a crappy job. I remember looking back, I'm like, damn, I missed that spot, but I gotta go. And I was just freaking out. I was in a rush, and I know, guys, that was probably the wrong thing to do. So you gotta stay professional no matter what. So I roll everything back up there. There's glass everywhere, and I finally drive home with all this glass everywhere. And I didn't cut myself, thank God. I was just kind of swiped it all over off my seat, so I was safe to drive, whatever. And that's still not safe. But anyways, I come home, and I'm like, and my mom runs out, and she's like, oh my god. We're sitting there trying to look at it, and we're trying to figure it out. And it turns out, like, after we, like, really, like, we're no scientists, but it does take some kind of force for this window to get, because there's, you know, there's the window, then there's seats, and then there's, like, the floor or whatever, and then there's the dashboard. So there's somehow something had to hit it so hard for the glass to fly up and hit in front of the dashboard. If it just, like I tapped it and it just broke, it would have all like fell down. And maybe even went, like maybe I would have hit enough glass to go a little bit far, but there's no way I could have broke that window just like backing up, like just like back it up, break it, and then hit enough glass to go all over the dashboard. So something had to come in. So after we look at it some more, we come to find out that there was actually a big old dent on the side of the window I didn't notice, where the like some kind of like a bat or a rock or something hit it, to where to hit it and broke it back there. So and you know what's funny is right before I mowed the lawn, I remember this car. I seen this car drive past twice. It just went down and up the street. I thought it was looking at it looked at me the first time too, and then that's how I seen it the second time too, as I was getting everything out. And the second time I looked at it, it was just weird. The second time I looked, and I'm like looking at this car, and I'm like, and I was like, that person's looking at me for the second time, but I didn't recognize it. Had a full car, but I didn't recognize the driver, and I didn't really see the other people. So I don't know who it was. I don't know what was going on. I mean, it could have been another lawn company. They're like, God damn, kid stealing our business. Whoosh, break his window. That will stop him. So what happened is, I didn't know. I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was to this day. I just posted a picture, and my whole family and friends were freaking out. Who was it? Let's go kick their ass. This and that. I'm like, guys, keep calm. It's all good. Nothing like it we can really do anymore. I mean, if the window's broken. So thank God I have the best grandpa ever. And once I told him about it, he paid the $320. $320, guys. That's like 15, 20 lawns. Like, or I don't know. I don't know my math right now, but that's a lot of lawns to pay that back. And so thank God he just offered it, and he was like, you just be careful with the kids, make sure, does anybody hate you right now? And I'm like, Gramps, there's people that hate me every day of every moment, and it's, it's not ongoing, and it's just, so he fixed it all up, and he paid, I ended up paying half of it, or not paying it half of it back, but I worked, like, I could basically say all of it, but I worked for him for $8 an hour, and I did a bunch of work around his house, and he has a huge house, like, he's not like a rich grandpa, but he made 25 grand a year, or not 25 grand a year, 25 grand a month minimum, and for his life insurance, or his life insurance business or whatever. So he was retired now, of course, but he did make some good money, is what I'm saying. So he had an efficient house or whatever. So I always worked around his house, and I worked $8 an hour, and I paid back like $150 worth of hours. So I don't know, 150 divided by 8. How many hours is that? You guys do the math. Let me know in the comments below. I don't want to do the math right now. I'm too lazy. But anyway, so moving on. Once I paid him back, it felt really good, so at least he didn't just do it out of nothing, but it just pissed me off, because, like, how can someone really do this, like, why would you do this? Like, I am sitting here trying to earn money, and like I said last year, I did spend a lot more money than I should have, but I did, to this day, I still have money I still have money in my savings account, to this day, that I've made last summer. Like that, I still have money. That's how amazing I kept it this whole school year, and I've saved, like I planned to do. And it just sucks that, people can just come by and like that, and you lose money. It really sucks to think about that, It's just, that's why I gotta be lucky, and it just sucks. It's not like you can make everyone your friend, but I try, guys. I sit here and try to make friends as much as I can, but it's hard, and it's something I wasn't going to bring up. Now that I'm kind of talking about this and kind of getting emotional, a couple weeks back, someone keyed my truck, recently, a couple weeks back. I still, to this day, don't know who it was, and it was on a Sunday night or something like that, and someone came with a key and just scratched the heck out of my truck all the way down on my driver's side, and I don't know who it was, but honestly, I don't even care. I told a couple of my friends, and they got all mad, but they were like, let's find this person, let's go hit it. I bet it was this person, and I've had quite a bit of drama with quite a bit of people from my school lately, and that kind of sucks. Senior year has been a little bit rougher than my third try than I ever thought it would be, but, no one's done anything since. I think it was just a little bit of anger or something like that, and I understand. It's just, I wish they would, like, freak out on me and yell at me and just say they hate me and stuff like that, instead of do stuff like this, because now it was an original paint job from 1999, and it just kind of sucks. That's like 14, 15 years ago, and now that paint job is ruined, and I have to drive around with it, and it just sucks. I'm not going to spend $600 to get a paint job, but then again, it sucks, because now it looks like I'm driving a ghetto truck, even though it looked really nice and cute, and it was a little truck, but it still looked like professional looking, and now it looks ghetto, and it just sucks. There's nothing you can do about it, but that's why I plan on going to college and making good money, so when this stuff happens, I can just be like, fuck the haters and buy a goddamn new truck. boom, what's up? No, I'm not gonna make that much money, but you know, yeah, I don't mean to be cocky, but you guys see what I'm saying. I just want to be able to be like, something bad like this happens again, try to figure out who it was, keep it calm, be like, hey, did you do this to my truck? It's all good, and they'd probably be like, yeah, I did that, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, it's all good, just please leave me alone, you know, let's just not talk to each other. It'll be a lot easier than you coming to my house and ruining my stuff, and stuff like that. So, it just sucks, because when you're a teenager, you do not have money for stuff like this. So, anyways, guys, that is my story. That's my high school story for you guys, and my little haters stuff. But, wish me the luck, guys. I love you guys, and it just sucks that people hate me. I try, but, that's all you can do, right? Thanks for watching, guys. I love you all, and I shall see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.